Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Corey Wolf, and today this video was inspired by my best friend. She came to me with an idea of doing a makeup look based off of a flower. So I decided that since I have flowers on my tank top, I would base the look off of my tank top. I'm going to base it off of one of the pink and red flowers, just because I don't have a lot of blues in my eyeshadow palettes. And I have my whole setup here. I already primed my face and put on my foundation, and I primed my eyes. So that's all ready, so you don't have to see that boring part. So I'm not really sure where today's look is going to go, because this is kind of just a whim. Just thought of it. I figured out, I have a base idea of what I'm going to be doing, but I have no idea really where the look is going to go. So this will be exciting, because I have no idea where this is going. So to start, I have my Crown red palette, my nude eyeshadow palette, if you remember what this looks like. This was in my last video. And I have my mermaid palette, because it has some of those purples that are on my shirt, like this one, and maybe some of this, but I'm not totally sure. And then I have a NYX palette. It's a shimmer palette. And I have my shimmer shadow from LA Color. This is their Snow White color. And then I have our guest from the last video, Lollipop. I also have a few different options for a lip, just depending on where the look goes. Alright, so I think I'm going to start off with my mermaid palette, actually, because I think I'm going to use this darker purple first, just to kind of see where it takes me. I think I'm going to do a more soft look, so I'm going in with my blurring brush and, of course, my mirror. And I'm going to go in and just kind of pack on that color just a little bit. This palette has a lot of pigment in it, so you don't really need a whole lot on the brush to put on your eye. Otherwise, it's going to be very bright and popping out at your face. So I'm just going to lightly dip in and tap off quite a bit of it. And I'm going to go ahead and go in on my outer corner. Just tapping the color on. So I'm going to tap back into that color. It actually looks a lot more purple in the pan than it does on my eye. On my eye it looks more pink, almost like this color. But it's still a pretty color, I like it. I don't think I'm going to tap off this time. Well, I'll tap off a little bit. But I'm going to continue working on that outer portion of my eye. Just kind of brushing it on lightly. Bringing it onto the lid just a little bit. Alright, now that I have the outer portion done, I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna blend that out into my skin a little bit more. Just so the lines aren't as harsh. And if I really wanted to, I could probably go in with I'm gonna go actually take the fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go in with this lighter pink and kind of just diffuse the edges a little more. I'm going to go ahead and go in with this color down here, and I'm going to use my blurring brush once more, taking, again, this color, tapping it off because This palette also has a lot of pigment. And I'm just going to apply that to my crease. Alright, for the more center part of my eye, I think I'm going to go in with that lighter pink that almost looks like this on my eye, but I think it'll be lighter if it's like how this one was. So I think I'm going to go in with this one and hope that it's lighter than what's already on my eye. Not sure how pigmented this one is going to be, but I guess we'll see. I'm just going to blend that a little bit. Alright, now I think I'm going to go in with that pearly color also in this mermaid palette. This color in the bottom. Just so that way it has a little bit of pink to it, but not quite a whole lot of pink. I think it'll probably end up looking a little more like this. But I guess we'll see. No, all these colors are not quite as they seem in the pan as they are on my lid. So I'm going to put that on the inner corner. Oh, I like that. Alright, now I'm going to blend it out a little bit. Like that. Alright, I think I'm going to actually not use the pink shimmer. I think I'm going to use the white shimmer just to kind of lighten it up a little bit more. So I'm going to use the Snow White shimmer. And I'm just going to put that in the inner corner. I could also honestly go in with Lollipop and put that on the outer corner. I think actually I might try that just to see what it looks like. Alright. So, now I have this so far. I'm not sure how it looks on camera. I'm not totally liking how it looks in real life. I feel like it's not very blended, but it kind of goes from like being really dark to really light kind of fast. So I might darken this up a little more just so that way it kind of matches a little more and it blends better. I'm gonna actually try to lighten up that inner corner, right on the inner corner, with my NYX foil palette. I'm gonna use this white that has little flakes of gold in it. And I'm gonna go in with my smudge brush. Alright, and I'm just gonna... Alright. I'm gonna continue kind of blending this edge out. I'm not quite liking how it's looking right now. So I'm gonna take a different fluffy brush, a little more firm than the other fluffy brush, and I think I'm just gonna try and blend that a little more. I'm also gonna take that same color from that nude palette. I'm actually gonna try and lighten it up a little more with this. Look, so pink and then skin. I think that looks a little better. It still looks very pink on the lid. So I'm going to go back in with that pearly color and kind of try and lighten this up. That looks a lot better, I think. Maybe. I don't know how I feel about it. But I think I've had a request to do or show how I do my liquid eyeliner. It's not perfect yet. I haven't perfected the application, but I feel like it does work. Sometimes my eyelashes get in the way, but I feel like it does work. to a decent point. So I'm going to show you. I got this eyeliner. It's a liquid eyeliner. It's from the dollar store, and I like it. It applies and it looks really nice. Just to show how I do it, maybe putting some eyeliner on will help sell the look, because right now I don't know how I feel about it. So I like to start almost in the center of my eye, and I like to start roughly about here, and then I drag it out and slightly bring it up to start my wing. And then it's I don't know how well you can see it on camera right here, but then I kind of connect it to my lower lash line just a little bit, so that way it kind of looks a little more natural, and it connects it and it makes it look a little nicer. And also, as I bring it out, I like to taper it off a little bit, and I just take pressure off of it, just so that way it kind of fades into like non-existence, I guess you could say. And then I like to go back and thicken this line up, depending on how my wing looks. And then once I've done that, then I start to taper it in towards the inner corner, so that way it kind of blends and it's not just like bam, I start in the middle of my eye. Bring it in. Kind of like that. And then sometimes my eyelashes get in the way, and I still have to be careful while it dries, because if it gets on my eyelashes, sometimes it transfers up here into the middle of my eyeshadow, and then I get frustrated because it's all over the place. Oh, I got eyeliner on my hair. So I'm gonna wait for that to dry before I like fully open my eye. So while I wait for this to dry, I'm going to attempt to replicate this on this eye, and I'll see you in a minute. Alright everybody, I'm back, and I finished this eye and put some mascara on just to finish that up. So the eyes are, I think, done, and so I thought it would be cute, since it's kind of a flowery theme, to maybe try, I've never tried this really before. I've done it with a white pencil, I've never done it with a brown pencil, but I think I'm going to try to put maybe a little bit of freckles on with my eyebrow pencil, because I feel like my eyebrow pencil, if you like kind of blend it a little bit, they kind of could look like freckles. So we're gonna try that and see how it goes. I'm not really sure how well it's gonna go, but we're gonna go ahead and try. I think I'm gonna try I've never really tried this before, so I'm not really sure how this is gonna look when I'm done, but I'm kind of just like twisting the pencil just slightly just to get a little mark on there without dragging it too much. I'm gonna try and put some on my nose. Alright. Now what I think I'm going to try to do just to make these a little bit lighter, because they are kind of dark on this side. On this side they're a little lighter, but I think I'm going to try. I actually don't know. I think maybe I'll try tapping my finger a little bit on them. Or you know what? Actually, I could take my beauty blender, maybe, and dampen it and try tapping it on there. Maybe it'll blend it a little bit. I guess we'll try. We'll see how this works, because I'm not totally sure. I don't think it's quite damp enough. Okay, we'll try this. Alright. I think maybe some of these are a little too dark to tap to like blend them a little bit. So I think I might try putting a little, actually let me try a powder foundation. Maybe that'll work better than my liquid. So I'm gonna try to use a fluffy brush. I kind of like how they're looking on this side, so I'm gonna try and get them to be a little bit lighter on my right side. Let's try with maybe a little foundation. Okay, they're kind of fading a little bit. Okay, so they're a little more faded on this side, so they kind of look a little more natural. This side, not so much. So I think I'm gonna just try to put the tiniest bit of foundation on them. But that's up close, it looks better. I'm not sure how it looks over from a little. Actually, they look quite a bit better. Is that? Alright, I think that's probably as good as I'm gonna get them. So I would say that's this side isn't horrible. I'm not liking this side. I might cover some of them because maybe there's too many. A lighter pencil and it would probably look a little more natural. So I think that'll be it for the freckles, and I'll quit while I'm ahead. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to blush. I think that this would be cute with a little bit of blush, but not too much since my eyes are pink. And maybe this will help blend out those freckles a little bit more. I'm just going to put a little on my nose. Just so that way, like, it looks a little sun-kissed. Okay. The freckles kind of make it a little cuter. So, I'm going to go in with my highlight palette. And I'm going to just lightly, tiniest little bit, highlight. And I'm going to use this more golden color that also kind of would give it that little sun-kissed look to it. I'm just going to lightly apply it to my cheeks. I'm going to add a little color to my forehead. Yeah. Okay. Now that I've done that, I'm not really sure what kind of lipstick I want to do. So maybe I could use this one. This is I'm not really sure what color that is. It's almost like a pearly purple. It's called Dark Pink Frost. I don't know how I feel about this color. It's a pretty color, just I don't think for this look. I feel like chapstick would have probably been better, or even that flower color that I have would have been better. I would never do this after I put on lipstick, but I'm going to for this. I'm gonna see if I can maybe darken the edges just to see if it looks a little better. Typically you would do this before you put this lipstick on, but I didn't think that this was gonna look like this. Okay, that looks a little better, but not quite the look that I would go for with this eyeshadow. But, so that's today's look. I think the eyes are kind of growing on me a little bit. They look a little bit better. You could have probably put maybe a little white liner on the under eye, and it would have made your eye look a little bigger and cuter. So, I hope you enjoyed the video this week, and I hope to see you in the next week's video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. My social media will be linked down below. If you want to see something in one of the videos in the future, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. I'm always open for some feedback. I'm still learning. And I will see you next week, hopefully. Stay safe out there. Bye!